Welcome to another exciting episode of the Beat Oven. Today we cooking steak and mashed potatoes, and I got something hot planned for y'all tonight on the beat tip. Let's get it.
Big money, all I know. Big money's 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 all I know.
I'm fresh, she fresh. Giuseppe's all she knows. And black Gucci boots for when I'm stepping in the snow.
I like that. Big money, all I know.
Okay, here's the tray that we're gonna be using. We got our steaks right here. Mashed potatoes up here. Let me grab the seasonings real quick. Same seasons from last time. Steak and burgers, they're not related, but they get the same seasoning, you know. Okay, now we gotta preheat the oven, because this will take a while to heat up. Set this to 450. Then we're gonna open the steaks. Rip that back like somebody's cat. And now we're ready to season them. All right, now it's time to season these babies. And the way I season them, you wouldn't believe. It's Quise. Okay, now let's season them. Okay, now it's time to spice it up. Like the Spice Girls. Too bad we don't got 4 of them. A little bit of seasoning salt. Garlic. Oh, we don't want to sift this. We have to just like let it simmer, you know. Well, them steaks would have been too seasoned if I'd have poured that garlic on there like that. You don't want that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I normally don't use onion powder, but I'm gonna make it nice for y'all tonight. You don't call me Quise for nothing, you know. Okay, now flip these other side. Well, they flip like dolphins. I like that. Okay, a little bit of onion powder, garlic. The steaks usually take a while to season it because I like my season to be like marinated inside. So I'm gonna get a fork and stab it, and I'm gonna get a cup and beat it. And we on our way. And yeah, we gotta stab it. All right. Gotta stab it up a little bit. Make it nice and tender. The more stabs you put in there, the more tender it is. And I like my steak tender when I'm eating dinner. You feel? This the only time you get to like kill a food. Call it steak homicide. It's Quise. And you see the dishes moving a little bit because it get kind of rough. Then when you're done with that, take a cup, beat it. This the fun part. We don't call this the beat oven for nothing, baby. It's Quise. And repeat steps 1 and 2 again. Now we can throw these in the oven. Let's get it. All right, don't worry about the mashed potatoes. We'll get the water boiling for those halfway through the steaks. For now, we're gonna grab these steaks, put these in the oven. The oven is already preheated. Whew, burning up like Hades up in there. Meanwhile, that's cooking. I was working on this beat as usual. This one's gonna blow your mind. It's actually the single for the album called What We Do. The album Light of the City's on the way soon, so let me know what y'all think about this beat. Let's get it. Yeah, so we got the steaks down there cooking. Meanwhile, that's cooking. I'm gonna show y'all this beat for the album coming up, Light of the City. The beat is called What We Do. The song's already done. This is the mixtape. Let me know if you want to get a copy. Just hit your boy up and I'll take care of you. Cause it's who? It's Quise. Okay. Now on the beat tip, we got a couple instruments, a couple exclusive freaky instruments. That's the snare, that's just something regular. Ha, gotcha. Here's the horn right here. You hear that? It's nice, ain't it? And then, back to the high pattern that goes like this. So those are a couple of the horns in there. And then I got a brass in there that I call a repetitive brass. See how that goes? See, I got that? Nice. So then my signature.
Ready for it, album.
Y'all should be familiar with that by now. And then the bass line. Ooh, y'all gonna love these bass lines. The 808. Yeah, blow your speakers, I'm telling you. blow your eardrum, you put your ear on that speaker over there. And then the club bass, you know I always gotta have that for the club beats. And then we have the Hall strings. This is basically like a hit, but it's strings, so that's why it sounds like mystical, if you will. And then these. And the snare, I can't forget about the snare. Hear that? Should spit a freestyle, but I got that coming up for y'all in a later episode. And then that's about it for the instruments. This is the clap. You know, everybody put your hands together. Applaud for Quise, because we're on our way. And then that's about it. So I guess I'll put this together. Meanwhile, I'm putting this together. I'll go down there, check on the steaks a little bit, you know, flip them, make sure they're good, get the mashed potatoes going, and then I'm gonna let you hear the finished product of the beat. It's gonna make you cry, I'm telling you. And don't forget, here's Quise. Okay, now it's time to get these steaks out. Well, actually, we're just gonna flip them. They still got a little bit longer to go. Grab this, pull them out. See that? Making nice and tender. And this one bubbled up. For what reason, I don't know why. It must be anxious to get ate. They're pretty tender too. The fork goes right through. It's like cotton. Okay, so we let these sit a little bit longer. Meanwhile, we'll get the water going for the mashed potatoes. And then we can chow it on. All right, so I'm gonna grab the pan down here. So basically, you're just gonna fill up the pot and get the water boiling. Make sure it's hot like we are, you know. I'm on the way, don't forget. And we really only need 2 cups, but there's nothing wrong with having excess, so we'll just put more in there. Get this boiling, and we'll be ready to eat. Let's get it.
Ready for that.
Okay, now the water's boiling, so we got the mashed potatoes. Gonna grab a measuring cup and a bowl out here. This bowl is like oversized, but it's cool. Super sized bowl for the potatoes, it's cool. It's a nice amount of us eating today, so we'll be all right. So now we're gonna open these, rip that off, and pour both of these into the bowl. Got that in there. See? Cheddar and sour cream. If you want some, just hit my phone up. You can come right over. Okay. Measure out 2 cups of water. It's about a cup right there. Get these mashed potatoes mixing. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of garlic to it. You know, it's all about the chef's touch. Well, in this case, it's Quise touch, you know? And these potatoes are smelling good. Add the rest of this water to there. And we'll cut the stove off. That water's pretty good. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of garlic, just to make sure they're nice and good. Add a little bit more water to them, because these are kind of thick, but I want them a little bit thinner for the feel. I'm trying to go for it. And that'll be perfect for the feel for the mashed potatoes I want, you know. It's all about the chef's decision. Excuse my French. All right, now the steaks are complete, so we're gonna cut the oven off. Gonna grab them out. Them steaks looking nice and tender. Add a little bit of juice to it, and that'll make them perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is cut these steaks in half. That way it'll be enough for everyone. Serve the mashed potatoes. And we're ready to eat. Let's get it.
Ready for that.
Okay, now that everything's done, we can finally eat. And then I got the finished product to the beat. I'm about to let y'all hear it. If you don't like this, let me know. It's a problem for real. Here's Quise. Remember, the beat is called What We Do. Add a little volume. Thanks again for watching the beat oven. And don't forget, it's Quise.